Hello everybody, welcome to iOS programming course. Today we will be learning how to use GCD to make application multi-threaded. GCD provides language features, runtime libraries and system enhancement due to which we can run our code on a multi-core hardware in iOS and OS X as well. GCD also supports automatic reference counting, and if it's enabled, then it will release and retain Objective-C object automatically. If ERC is not enabled, then need to use dispatch retain and dispatch release functions to retain or release. Let's do it. Okay, so if we come inside this method load via GCDs, first I'm creating a weak pointer for the cells, and I will use this inside. And if you come into this line, you're getting a global queue, and I'm saying that priority should be default, and then this is actually the method which is basically dispatch async. This dispatch async gets a queue and a block of a code. Dispatch async will run this block of a code on this queue, and it will retain this queue until execution of this block. And as you know, it's a async, then control from this method dispatch async will come back straight away. If you run our app, I tap GCD, and look how instant. This is how we can use GCDs to make our application multi-threaded. But this is not 8 important things which we need to discuss. If we tap here, and we can go inside here, and we can see there are different methods like dispatch async. This is a method which takes a queue and a block of a code, and it will run on that queue. Then here it comes a dispatch async. Basically it takes a queue and then a context, and then it takes a function, and it will run that function on that queue. If we go below, then this is a dispatch sync, and if we dispatch any block of a code on a queue with this method, then control from this method will come back when the execution of a block is complete. And this is the same thing for the functions. Dispatch apply, this is an important method, and basically we can do iterations, number of iterations we are providing here on a block of a code on this queue. So it means run this block of a code on this queue this number of times, and this is same for the functions. And dispatch get main queue, this is to get the main queue on which the main thread is running. Then there is a global queue. Okay, this is the dispatch main. This is a dispatch after. This will execute this block of a code on this queue after number of seconds you have provided, milliseconds actually. And this is the same for the function version. So basically these are some important methods and you will find very cool and interesting things. But right now I want to tell you that different queues, basically there are 3 types of queues. Number one, main, concurrent and the serial queue. Main queue is basically application main thread, and concurrent queue is a FIFO queue. Task can run concurrently, and the serial queue is also a FIFO queue, but on that only one task will execute at one time. There is another important thing about the dispatch group. Okay, basically dispatch group async is submitting a block of a code, and also it provides a queue in which that block will execute, and also provide the group on with which that block is belonged. If we talk about threading, and then there could be a situation when we have a very limited resource. For example, we only got 5 items of any class, and that can be consumed only 5 times. Then what we should do, we should actually create the semaphore. So GCDs also provide semaphore creation, signal and wait. And if we go This is dispatch semaphore create method, and it takes a value, and it means we have only this number of resources. And here we come dispatch semaphore signal. If some thread consume any resource, then he can signal, okay, I have consumed one. So this is the whole bunch of GCDs. There are a lot of set of APIs. As for today's lecture is concerned, it was only about to know how we can use GCDs to dispatch block of a code to run in a background thread. Bye till next lecture.